open it?
Not now, later maybe.
Why?
Perhaps I'd just like to think what might be in it.
Secrets, eh?
You'll be lucky. It's from my mother.
Oh, boring.
Sorry, what was it here?
Yeah, I wonder what old Wendy's got in store for us today.
Revision, I
She'll have to have someone to help her when she gets home, otherwise she won't be able to cope.
Tomorrow, at least we'll be dealing with real people for a change. CCF.
What?
Congestive cardiac failure.
Oh, how'd you know?
I've been chatting up a doctor, haven't I? It's the only way to learn, love. Yes, darling.
Hello, Charlie. It's been good to know you.
Hello, everybody.
You might have been a movie star. Might have looked like Paul Newman.
Or Mr. Cooper.
Oh, come on, Liz. You're too handsome for a consultant, aren't you, Charlie? Well, say yes. All right, then be like that.
Aren't you glad it's the last day of the session?
Ask me at the end of the day. All this business reminds me of the last day of term.
Well, 'tis no way.
But everyone's messing about. It's a complete waste of time.
Do you think so?
Look at them.
What on earth is that supposed to be, Nurse? On account of your boyfriend's palpitations on a Saturday night, you're really not fit to go on the wards for another 3 years.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, leave him alone. He's mine.
We could do some revision. Have Christian time. Get to be away and fill in the gaps.
Gaps.
Yes, well, some things seem to be passed over before I'd had time to take them in. Crumbs, the preparation for an op.
What's up, Maureen? You sorry you joined?
Sorry. No, it's just that...
Tell me, if it came to the point where you thought you couldn't make it.
Not make it. I have an aunt nursing in Birmingham, another in Liverpool, both SRNs. They made it.
Honour of the family. You'll be all right. It's all a matter of confidence.
I wonder what Wendy would say if she saw you doing that.
Aren't you nervous for starting on the horse?
Around here?
Well, it's what we've been waiting for, isn't it?
Suppose so.
All this stuff reminds me of the teacher training college I went to. Teaching belongs in the classroom, right here with the kids.
Why didn't you stick it in then?
Just wasn't me.
But teaching's worthwhile.
Ooh, no thanks. Teachers are 2 a penny. Besides, I'd hate to end up looking like old Bimbo.
Morning, nurses.
Morning.
Do not shake the sheet. It's disturbing and creates dust.
Miss Windrop?
Yes, nurse.
I told you, didn't I? It's a complete waste of time.
I don't mind it.
But it's not what I call real nursing.
Neatness with speed. That's what you should aim for.
Oh, I'd like to do her with neatness and speed.
Stop. What haven't you done, Nurse Rutherford?
Sorry?
What have you forgotten? Nurse Sorrell, what has she forgotten to do? What should she have done before touching the patient? Anyone? Yes?
Make him lie down.
Assuming the patient is lying down, nurse. Come along, this was one of the first things we covered. Yes?
Explained.
Explain what?
Explain the procedure to the patient.
Exactly. So simple when you remember. And it's very important, not just a phrase out of a textbook. So start again, Nurse Rutherford, and do try and remember this time. Tuck those scissors in your pocket, nurse, before you stab your patient. Clean swab each time, remember? That's the way.
I don't know. Where were you thinking of? Well, there's a place someone took me once. The Gaslight Club.
Club?
Oh, come on, we've got to do it properly. If we can get Sarah and Jenny interested.
But we all have to be up early in the morning. And some of those ward sisters...
I'm not inviting you to an orgy. We've got to have some social life.
Club, you have to be a member.
Don't you believe it? The man there lays out the red carpet for nurses. First drinks on the house.
I'll think about it.
Oh, sorry, is that pulling?
Just a bit.
Don't let the dressing dangle like that. Next thing it'll be on the floor and have to be thrown away. And put the stopper in that before it gets spilt. And don't let it wobble about too much. Hold the syringe firmly between your fingers. That's better. I think you've spent enough time on that. We've got a lot to get through this morning.
She couldn't fault me on that.
All right, then you can pack up now and get your files out. I want you to look at patient, admission, and discharge forms. Let's make sure we can all do them properly. All right, break for lunch. Back sharp at 1.
That's right. And the nearest relations' names go there and the next of kin.
I see.
It's dead simple, honestly.
Oh, I'm dreading coping with distraught relatives.
Why? It'll be interesting.
Do you think so? Telling a relative that a patient's really bad?
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Just hope I can, that's all.
Well, you'll be all right, especially when you've done it a few times.
Read your letter. That'll boost you up.
Do you know, I feel great today. I thought, well, on the wards tomorrow, with Sister Benyon breathing down my neck, I shan't remember a thing. But going over all that stuff this morning, it all came back. Everything seems to be all right now.
Mummy'd like me home for Christmas.
Good.
Well, just a few more hours to go. In the classroom.
Oh, yes. She's really got it in for me.
Miss Windrop. Oh, she's just her way.
Did you hear her?
It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't it just? She's been that way ever since she clapped eyes on me. Do you remember what she said the very first day?
Oh, hard at the first day, Pat.
Well, practically. Playing with nursing. I mean, she thinks I don't know what's involved.
She means vocation.
All that went out with the ark. Things are different now.
You'll just have to prove her wrong.
Yeah, I intend to.
Miss Windrop?
Walk, don't run.
Sorry.
Nurse Morahan.
It's about tomorrow.
Last-minute nerves, eh?
Kind of. Thing is, he said he'd go through these new drug charts with me.
Oh, we did those last week.
I was off sick.
Oh, no problem. We'll go through them now. Can't have you starting on the wards when you don't know how to write up a chart, can we?
They're so complicated, all those different colours.
And how would you warm the patient?
Give him a quick cuddle.
Nurse Morahan?
Slowly.
That's right, slowly.
She was never going to stop.
All that stuff about the Geneva Convention make you think you got the words of the whole world in your shoulders.
It was nice, though, what she said at the end. Well, it was.
About wishing us luck and not worrying about a few mistakes. It brought the tears to me eyes.
I'm sure she meant it.
It was the other things that got me. All that stuff about professional conduct. I'm sorry, Pat, but you better count me out of tonight's little jaunt.
Oh, go on.
Well, every time I find myself weighing up a fellow, I'll be saying, watch it, Jenny girl, remember your professional dignity. It's still on, is it?
You bet it is.
You sure you can get us in?
You leave that to me. You'll have the night of your lives.